Hey, you guys. I know I promised you'd see my mug today. I didn't get that far. I've been repotting plants all day. So, let's do this. Let's do this way, and obviously you'll see me tomorrow. It's our live event tomorrow. Sunday live, 1 p.m. Eastern. Political and spiritual questions. Okay. This video is for entertainment purposes only. All right. All right, for women over 60 and over, please visit one of our lovely community members' Spotify or iHeart podcast called No Reinvention Needed, Just a Return for women over 60 in their second act. New topics every Thursday. Okay? And they're not long, drawn-out podcasts, okay? And also, the link to that is also in the description box. Thank you. At least for the Spotify. You'll have to put no reinvention needed, no reinvention needed, just a return in the iHeart. Yeah. Yeah, Shelly, the iHeart search, okay? Oh, my goodness. So, anywho. All right, so we talked about Sunday. This is the information for the tarot class. Pause the video. You can see the dates here. For paid YouTube members and paid Substack subscribers. That is my email. Send me an email when we get closer to the 6th of November, maybe, well, whenever you're comfortable. But if you do it closer, you won't have to do it twice. Okay? Okay. Also, so for those of you who are going to take part in the tarot classes, now Denise, who makes all these posters for me, is selling tarot cards on eBay. So contact her. This is her email, dkyles@yahoo.com, all capital letters for the D Kyles. And she will give you a link to go to her eBay. Now, she can't offer free shipping, but wait for it. She can't offer free shipping right off the bat because then she'd have to give everybody else that goes to her eBay page free shipping too. But if you purchase tarot cards from her eBay, she will reimburse your shipping. Okay, but only in the U.S. All right? All right. So there you go. There's that. You can pause the video for that too if you want. All right. So what we're going to read on is the energies surrounding Rump Roast. Not Rump Roast himself, but the energies surrounding him. And we're going to use true crime. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on with that. Mind control. Mind control. So again, that keeping the narrative going, okay? Because there's certain aspects of what he's done that the bad actors want to keep in place, okay? So I get a lot of you in the comments saying I'm confused. Why am I seeing him all the time if he's in a coma? Well, listen, I just deliver the message, okay? And I can't. I'm not going to keep stressing doubles, old videos, AI, video manipulation, okay? And I know it's hard to wrap our brains around it because of what we're seeing. But this is what they want. They want us confused. Mind control. It's the whole point of all these fires they start. Oh, you don't know which fire to look at first. This is the whole point of what they're doing. Healing. Okay. So, Spirit Team, talk to us about the healing card. Missing. Okay, so there's missing. All right, missing along with healing. Okay, yeah, thank you, Spirit Team. Okay, so I think they're getting ready to say something. Well, the spirit guides and the people we've channeled have all... Ozzy, I think, said the 20th of this month. I know that's in a couple of days. We'll see. Energies change. Timelines shift. I don't feel like the last 2 times... We had 2 in a row last week. Well, Saturday. So, like Monday, we had 2 time shifts in a row. But not to push the dates forward necessarily. Obviously, that can happen due to free will. Again, free will is the biggest factor in timeline shifts. Okay, that's the biggest factor in timelines. All right? Humans have linear time. Spirit team, people that have crossed over, generally do not remember linear time because there's no such thing. It's a human concept. Humans created the concept of time to feel grounded to the planet. Okay, so the healing will come once we find out publicly that Rump is quote-unquote missing. And they might have tried to announce that he's missing too. Okay. Male. Okay. Male energy. Missing. Feminine energy is rising. And again, not necessarily females. We all carry male energy and female energy, masculine and feminine energies. Everyone carries that. Okay, so to me that's about the feminine rising. Imprisonment. All this stuff that they keep throwing out, that one thing right after the other stuff. Actually, this week, I'm not saying stuff didn't happen. Okay, so don't come at me. Stuff did happen, but it wasn't quite as hectic. Okay, there's always going to be chaos there with that regime, but it felt less hectic. But that's the calm before the storm, by the way. The crap's about to hit the fan again. So they're feeling trapped, imprisonment. They're starting to feel trapped. And they're trapped with their own lies. You lie, you got to cover the lie and cover the lie and cover the lie. And after a while, you can't keep track of all the lies. Love. Okay, we got healing and love. So I'm going to have to say something good is coming up. Road. Moving down the road, I would compare this to the Six of Swords, moving along through clarity, moving along because it's time to go, moving along due to circumstances. Surveillance. Okay, so I haven't watched the video yet, but I think it was Legal AF, and I don't watch them all the time. But the title mentioned Jack Smith not taking any of, quote-unquote, rump roast stuff, okay? Not taking his crap. He is not afraid of the regime. He just isn't. Grandparent. Okay. So grandparents have wisdom, right? Grandparents have been through some stuff. That would be us. We are certainly gaining wisdom from this experience. These are the things, the healing, the love. These are the things that's about us as a collective. Oops. Okay, we got male and female, so that's a balance, male and female. There's a balance there. So things will, well, remember, things are happening that we're not seeing. And just because something big happens, pardon me, I've got the worst froggy in my throat today. Just because something big happens doesn't mean we're going to actually hear about it. Okay, there's no reporting of anything that's truth. Okay. Maybe Jennifer P., Papa Joe's press secretary, and Rachel Meadow. You know, and a few of the guys too, because they're not attached to, well, a couple of them are attached to mainstream media, but it's, MSNBC has a different, it's kind of mixed, it's a mixed up energy I pick up from them. You got your couple of truth tellers there, and then you got your BS artists too, so. Dating and home. Okay, dating. And home. I'm going to have to come back to those. I'm not picking up anything for that. Having a hard time connecting you guys. Having a hard time grounding. Tunnel. Dating, home, tunnel. Okay. So, when you go through a tunnel, you're hidden. But it's also about getting from one side of the tunnel to the other. Coming out the other end. Thank you, Spirit Team. Dating. I'm not sure what that's about. But home. Tunnel. Getting from one side of the tunnel out through the other side of the tunnel. Coming out the other end. Life insurance. That's protection. Okay, Spirit Team, who's protected? I'm pretty sure it's us, but let's see what Spirit Team says. Who's protected, Spirit Team? Oh, cleanup. Yeah, we're protected. Do not be surprised if you hear about a rump roast indictment. Okay? Don't be surprised. Unaliving oneself is the word. You know what the word is. That's messing yourself up. That's this mess that they've created. What they're not understanding is they have to live in that mess too. Regardless. We all live in the messes we create. Slippery little suckers, you guys. That's all right. There we go. All right, anywho. Back to it. All right. Clean up, yeah. So cleanup is about clearing away. Dismemberment. So taking things apart. Someone taking things apart. Someone's, plural, taking things apart. Regret. That would be some of the people who actually voted for him. Not that he won, allegedly. People are starting to regret it. My goodness, they're just flying out today. Natural disaster. Yeah, natural disaster. This is talking to me about the natural consequences of their actions. Thinking they were just going to keep rolling along, doing whatever they're doing. Greed. You can't make this stuff up. We know that's what it's all about. Greed for power and greed for money. Mountains. It's going to be a long, arduous trip up those mountains. And when we get to the top, we'll see. Not everything. Because even though you're on top of the mountain, you still can't see every single thing on the planet, right? So once we get to the top of the mountain, we're going to see a lot more. And there's things we're not going to see. There's things we're not going to find out ever, and some things that we're not going to find out for a long time. Crime of passion. Okay, but they are committing crimes, and the passion again is power and money. Inside. So many different ways to read this one. Inside. All right, Spirit Team, help me out with inside, please. Okay. Unaliving someone. The word starts with an A. Has a lot of S's in it. And it ends with an N. Oh, I got a hot mess going on down here, you guys. Sorry about that. These are very slippery. All right, a couple more, Spirit Team. Energy surrounding Rump. Revenge. That one speaks for itself. All right, Spirit Team, give us a positive card to end with, please. Positive card to end with. Well, that's not positive. Serial unaliver. Serial unaliver. Well, that's them. I mean, that's what they do. That's their goal. The goal is to get rid of as many human beings as possible. The ones that don't fit into their little box of what they think perfect is. The ones that don't have the right skin tone for them. The ones that don't have the right anatomy for them. The ones that aren't afraid to speak up and speak their mind. Cover up. Egotism. Some of this reading's about us, some of this reading's about them. On the other hand, we carry egos too. We don't do the things they do because of our egos, but we carry our egos too, and when we're working from our ego, we are not working with our authentic self. The ego is the fear. The ego is the arrogance. The ego is the you owe me, the entitlement. That's the ego. Our authentic selves are compassionate, loving, caring. Travel. Pardon me. Had to dismiss something. Okay, travel. So yeah, I mean, there's there's some of them that are just gonna try to get away. You know, if they were smart, some of them were smart enough, they'd leave now. Now would be good. They're so arrogant and full of themselves that they actually believe that they're never going to pay a consequence. And they also believe that what they're doing is right. And therein lies the problem. They think what they're doing is right. And we think what we're doing is right. Secret. Secrets will come out. All right, I think we're going to be done with that. I don't know why Spirit Team picked this deck for this reading. I mean, the true crime part rings, but there's not a lot of positive cards in this one, or the What Lies Beneath deck. Now, unfortunately, those two decks, this one and the true crime, are fitting for this regime. But I really, as much as I love these decks, I think I'd like to stop using these for a while and get back to focusing on the positive. More positivity, pointing, well, let me rephrase. I'd like to focus on sending more positivity to this situation. Okay, let's get an affirmation for badasses. Excuse me. I'm just dropping everything today, you guys. What do we have? I have, there's a typo, there's no A. I have a kick-ass life. Let's remember our gratitude. 5 things a day to be grateful for. And speaking them out loud. Words have power. Alright, you guys. I haven't made up my mind what I'm going to do next. I was going to use the pendulum, but I'm getting a little tired of that. Maybe we'll pull some regular old tarot cards for the effects of the No Kings protest next video. All right, much love, many blessings. I see you in the funny papers.